and are involving itself in this treacherous attack upon the Iranian naval vessel. So the whole
Damage on the occupied Palestine.
is Iran
Yes.
doing that? Yeah, I think that absolutely. They rolled out last night, the Iranians, this behemoth of a missile called the Khorramshahr 4,
Mhm.
which apparently travels in the outside the atmosphere at a speed of Mach 16 and within the atmosphere, terribly off the rails for Israel. And I think we're far away from seeing the worst possible outcomes for the genocidal entity.
I was listening to George Galloway, um, and he said that with all of the CIA bases struck and all of the air bases struck, the United States is lying about the death toll, about 4 or 5 people dying. He said he would put, he's going to go out on a limb and say upwards of close to 1,000 U.S. Intelligence and military people were killed and injured.
I don't think that's an unrealistic number. I can't say whether it's accurate or not. I will agree with George wholeheartedly. I don't believe for one second these ridiculous, casualty counts that were being given themselves a hard question about whether they can defend these bases if the Iranian government stays in power and maintains, its military capabilities. I think that they have been shown to be extraordinarily vulnerable in this war to a degree that we've never seen before. So there is a prospect that some of these.
Um, Dimitri, thank you so much for joining me on the platform. I know that time is of the essence for you. You fit me into this when you didn't have to. You always do it for me. Thank you so much. I'll send you the video. We'll communicate later. Be safe, man, and be blessed.
You too, brother, and keep up the fantastic work. You're doing a great job.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Everybody, listen. Hit the like button and share, and go. Come back in about 3 or 4 minutes. We're gonna have Professor E. Michael Jones on the platform. Salute to you, everybody. And as I go out, I have to say this very quickly. As always, do right by others because it's the right thing to do, not because of some material gain or some accolades, but because it's the right, the humane, and the godly thing to do. Because even when no one else is watching you, remember that God Almighty is watching you. As my late, great, and beautiful mother would always say, God sits high on the throne of power, but he looks low at the actions of man. Know that I love each and every one of you who loves truth, but know that the love that I have for you will always pale in comparison to the love that God has for you. Until we next speak again, which will be in a few minutes, stay strong, stay true, but above all things, remember to stay righteous. Hey, mama,